Well, hello there, and welcome to a little spring foraging session here along the Cataraqui Trail. And I'm in a nice little spot here. There's all kinds of things going on here. It's what is it? May 3rd, 2020, and things are a little early this year. And I found a bunch of interesting stuff here just along the edge of the trail. And reverse the camera, and the first thing you notice is the marsh marigolds are in bloom down in the water here. There's a little water course running along the edge of the trail, and they're all starting to come into bloom. And beautiful marsh marigolds. And I'm also sitting on a nice patch of ostrich fern, which bring them up here, and these are fiddleheads. So if you like to eat fiddleheads, I'm gonna harvest a few. Now these fiddleheads, they come up real fast, so you got to catch them just when they first pop out of the ground. Some of these around here are kind of far along already. These guys in here. What you're looking for, I'm gonna get down on the ground here. Back this off here. See how they're just starting to push out of the leaves here. That's what you're looking for right there. So what I like to do with these guys is give them a good wash and then steam them like you would asparagus, and then take them out of that and then throw them in a pan with some butter. And just brown them slightly, and they're good to go. There you go. Very nice. And what else did I have around here? We've got little red and white trilliums are starting to bloom. There's a red. Trick with trilliums is to get them to look at you. They're always trying to face the sun, and this slope is facing the sun. There's a bunch more down there. I'm gonna go on the other side of the trail here and get out of the way of the light here. And here's our bloodroots. A nice little cluster of them. All right, here I've found a really nice patch of bloodroots. There's hundreds of them here. Here. They're really pretty guys, and if you go really early in the morning or on a dim day, you won't see these guys because they close up. Both the flowers and the leaves close up. So to see these guys, you got to give the sun a few hours to get on them. And I'm just going to get down here on the ground, and I'm going to show you how these guys get their name. The stem, if you break a stem, I'm going to sacrifice one here for the sake of education. You watch the stem, you start to get a reddish juice coming out of the stem and the roots. And this was used kind of like a styptic pencil. You don't want to get this juice in your eyes, especially. The juice destroys tissue, so that's kind of how it works to help coagulation and stop bleeding. Is it kind of messes up the tissue and forms a bit of a pulp and makes the clotting go a little bit better. But if you get this on your skin, wash it off right away, and especially don't rub your eyes in this stuff. You'll damage your eyes. So there's bloodroot, and that's how it got its name, is that that red juice that comes out of them. And down on the other side of the creek, there's the white trilliums, just starting to open up. A nice big cluster of them. Here's another edible. These are the stinging nettles. And they're just starting to poke out of the ground. These will sting you. You'll need gloves to harvest them. But as soon as you steam them, then they lose their stinging. And a lot of people know these as... So here we have another spring flower, which is growing in a little group of wild leek here, so I thought I'd use this opportunity to show you the difference. So this is the wild leek, and wild leek have a red stem going down and no spotting on the leaves. And here we have one of the spring wildflowers called the trout lily, or an adder's tongue is another name for it. And then you notice the leaves are same shape as the leek, but they're kind of mottled. It's kind of a auburn brown, a reddish color, and little yellow flowers on them. I'm just going to see if I can turn this flower around for you without snapping it. There we go. There you go. There's your trout lily, or adder's tongue. So here's another patch of wild edibles. These go by a few names. This is also May 3rd, 2020. And this is a little patch of wild leek, or ramps, as they're known. And you can use the bulbs and the leaves as food. What I like to do when you have a patch like this, don't go in with a shovel and dig the whole works up. You'll waste the patch, and if you go in and take every third or fourth one and leave lots of room, they'll go to seed, and they'll also double up in the ground, just like anything in the onion family does. So what I like to do is just reach down. And it's nice to do this after the rain when the ground is soft. Yeah, and just get your finger under there. Now we're going to pull one up. There we go. And you can see the bulb there at the bottom. And you just peel that extra stuff off the bulb, and there you have your little wild leek, the bleached part. So what I like to do is cut them off right about here. And I'll use these little bottom parts after they're cleaned up, just like you would with spring onion or whatever. You can put them in your salads, or and then the top leaf, I save those, and I just put them in a bag in the freezer. And then when I'm making soup stocks, I just throw some of these in the soup stock. But you can slice these up and put them on crackers with cheese if you want. There's lots of different uses for them. So there you go, ramps. The famous chefs love to use them in their cooking. They're kind of a little garlicky flavor on them, and quite nice. So another beautiful wild edible to be found in the spring. One of the signals every year, you know, the spring is sometimes late and sometimes early. And watch for other things that are going on. Right now the dandelions are just starting to bloom in the lawns, and that's the time to start thinking about looking for your ramps and your fiddleheads. There you go. I thought in the meantime, I'm seeing lots of this. This is a mean little plant. This is the wild parsnip that everybody talks about, that you don't want to touch and get the juice on your skin. And I know personally I've had a run-in on both legs with this stuff, and it was really nasty. The juice, if not washed off immediately, the chemicals in the juice will cause a second or third degree burn on your skin as soon as it's exposed to the sunlight. So this stuff is growing rampant all over the place, and if you're running around in shorts and sandals in the woods, you're bound to make contact with this stuff. So that's what it looks like. It looks kind of like a young parsnip plant for sure. Thought I'd just show you what it looks like so you can recognize it.